Hey guys, this video is going to be a very important tutorial as it's really the most frequently asked question we have ever gotten with Lux Algo, which is specifically, how do you find the best indicator settings for your confirmation signals? What's the best way to adjust them? And how does it all work? So we're going to cover specifically all of the optimization methods that we've implemented over the years of doing Lux Algo and listening to community feedback. So there's many ways to optimize your settings manually, and there's also many ways to optimize your settings automatically to your trading style. So we implemented many methods to help actually give you the opportunity to adjust these signals to fit your style of trading and find the trends that you want to catch. All right, so the first thing to understand is you're mostly going to be using the sensitivity value within the indicator settings, which is default at 12. And this value at 12 is good for catching medium-term trends. A lot of our users don't even bother with the optimization because they generally like to catch medium-term trends. And the way to understand if you like to catch shorter-term trends, medium-term trends, or longer-term trends is to just analyze the way that you chart and how zoomed in you generally are when you're looking at charts. So the way that I'm looking at this Bitcoin chart on the 4-hour is generally a medium-term zoom. If you're someone that zooms in a lot like this, and you have maybe on average around 75 or a little bit under 100 bars, you may want to use a lower sensitivity value, like something around 5, maybe 6. Let's check out 5 and see how this looks. And what this will do is it will give you more opportunities based on the trends that you're generally looking at. So it's really important when optimizing signals to put a focus first on how you generally look at the market and how zoomed in you generally are when you have TradingView charts pulled up. Because when you adjust this value lower, when you're zoomed in, it'll give you the right amount of opportunities to catch trends and get quick ins and outs with these signals and take profit points. So this is how it looks on the sensitivity value of 4 with a very zoomed in chart. So you're getting a good amount of opportunities here, getting these strong buys and exit signals, and then getting these sell signals on retracements essentially. So if we were to use this sensitivity value of 4, which is incredibly low, and zoom out to more of a medium-term trend, this might not be the most optimal setting. As you can see, there's a lot of signals that are not really in the most optimal places. So because this is a medium-term trend that we're looking at right now, we're zoomed out maybe a couple hundred, I guess. Yeah, 250 bars. This is around a medium-term zoom, so to speak. We want to go back to something like 12. Maybe we could do 14, maybe we could do 10, but 12 should be pretty well optimized for a medium-term zoom like this. Now, if we were to zoom out, as some people actually like to zoom out quite a lot with their charts so that your candles are kind of like squiggly lines. You can't even see the candle bodies. You don't want to use a lower setting, and you probably don't want to use a medium-term adjusted setting like 12. You're most likely going to want to use something higher, like maybe 50, 60, 70, getting kind of closer to 100 to catch these longer-term trends just like this. And this is the base layer for adjusting your settings. This will help you with the manual process of adjusting that sensitivity value to optimize your signals to your trading style. All right, so I hope that was helpful in understanding. It's taken us a long time to really figure this out and give a good guide on it. But I think that the understanding of how you generally are zoomed on a TradingView chart is a great way to know what sensitivity value to put in and have optimized settings. All right, so now let's get into the more advanced methods, which are all automatic and also contain backtesting within our Discord. Okay, so we're going to put this back to a sensitivity of 12. We're going to zoom back in as a medium-term trend follower. And we're going to take notice of this optimal sensitivity here, which displays on the dashboard in Lux Algo Premium. And as you can see, the optimal sensitivity that it's telling us on this time frame is actually 12. So this means that we are using the optimal sensitivity just by coincidence. If we go on maybe the 15-minute chart here, and we take a look at the optimal sensitivity, it is telling us there is an optimal sensitivity value of 29 that we can use. And this is going to give us a well-optimized setting. It's not pertaining to how far you zoom in or zoom out. It's just pertaining to giving you something you can work with, giving you a good start, giving you an optimization that you can adjust to. And it's definitely helpful if you're looking for a new perspective on the market. And this is cool because it can give you this optimal sensitivity value here on the dashboard on any ticker and any time frame to apply to your signals. So as you can see, this is definitely helpful for someone that is looking for longer term trends, and it works great just like that on this time frame. And another important thing to note is that when you're finding settings and you're doing the method of zooming in and zooming out, it doesn't matter what time frame you're using, because the same price action can happen here, like this, for example, on a 15-minute chart, a 1-minute chart, a 1-day chart, or a monthly chart. It's just a matter of adjusting the signals to how you like to view those trends. And I hope that makes sense, but that's the optimal sensitivity and just a little bit more detail on how to adjust everything manually. So you can go through here, and maybe if you're not a fan of what you're getting manually, you can adjust to an optimal sensitivity value like 29 here. On the 5-minute, this optimal sensitivity looks great. And if we go to 12, let's see how this looks. It might not look as good as 29. See, you could argue that this isn't the best, but if you're someone that zooms in more, maybe this can provide more opportunity. But optimal sensitivity is a great value to take a look at if you're wanting to get a new perspective on the market with our unique optimization tools. So let's go ahead and put this back to 29. And the next method is the autopilot confirmation signal settings. So the reason we have this is because it's not the most friendly user experience to always be going and taking a look at this dashboard and putting in this setting manually, typing it in, or it's not even the best user experience to manually adjust and really have to pay attention to it. So we added the autopilot confirmation signal settings toggle to give you a unique and dynamic experience with the settings, and also give you a way to not have to worry about the settings at all, inputting the method or adjusting the method based on what you think is good within the indicator. So this is definitely useful if you want optimized settings, but you don't want to have to pay attention to actually adjusting the variables in the indicator. So this will generally give you longer term trends, but these signals are definitely the most unique you will ever really find with confirmation signals, regardless of the adjustments, because this is using an advanced method with the dominant cycle period to give you these unique signals. And it's really helpful for people that want to have a more simple experience, but still want to have a interesting optimization applied to their signals. And the last method is actually within our Discord server. So what we do is we take the variables within the indicator and we actually back test them with private data and give the most optimized settings within specific tickers and timeframes to our users in Discord, where they can take those settings and actually apply it to their indicators in TradingView. So you can see here, we have Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart in the Optibot 4-hour channel within the VIP section of our Discord server, giving us a sensitivity of 23 and an agility of 20. And this just updated yesterday at 10:18 a.m. Eastern time. So let's go back and go to the Bitcoin chart on the 4-hour time frame here. And we're going to go into the indicator settings and we're going to use 23 for the signal sensitivity. And then we're going to scroll down to advanced settings, the confirmation signals agility, and put in 20. Let me just double check to make sure I'm not making a mistake here. Okay, 23 sensitivity and 20 agility. So by putting this in, we're actually getting the most profitable settings based on backtesting private data with the confirmation signals algorithm. And this is a very, very cool thing to look at. And it's something that our advanced users take advantage of all the time within our Discord, because you get an experience with your trading view charts and you get this really powerful optimization on top of it that you can get from Discord and input into these settings. And these update across a lot of different tickers and timeframes. And they're always sending into our Discord server for you to take a look at so that you can get updated with these optimal settings. So Optibot is going to give you actually more optimal settings than the optimal sensitivity value because it's using private data on a specific amount of tickers using two variables, signal sensitivity and confirmation signals agility at the same time to provide the most well-optimized settings you can possibly get. So the benefit of using optimal sensitivity here over Optibot is that you can actually apply it to every single ticker and time frame because it's just on here on the dashboard, and you can even go to the 1-minute chart and get an optimal sensitivity value. But Optibot cannot do that on every single ticker and time frame. So if you're using a ticker and a time frame that applies with Optibot, you're probably going to want to take advantage of Optibot rather than the optimal sensitivity if that's what you're looking to do. If you're looking to optimize your signals as best as they possibly can be, you're going to want to use Optibot within our Discord rather than this. If you are using a different ticker and time frame, like just the 1-minute chart, which is not applicable for Optibot, you can take advantage of the optimal sensitivity if you're looking for an automated method to input and find well-optimized settings. Or you could use the autopilot if you don't want to input anything at all and you still want to have a unique experience with signal settings. And then if you're someone that wants to take the time and manually adjust these settings per every ticker and time frame, you can manually adjust them based on what you feel is right and based on how zoomed in or zoomed out you are on your charts. So I hope this helps. I'm going to link a tutorial as well in the description from our documentation website. And please let us know if you have any feedback on this. We know how important it is to get optimal settings. And this is a real core part of our indicators that we're always working on improving. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helps, and we'll see you in the next video.